Is anybody here? Is there anybody around? Hello, I'm here. I'm alive. I'm well. Welcome to May the 10th. I'm going to repeat that. This is May the 10th. We are a third of the way through May of 2023. What is happening with the time continuum here? It's getting quicker to me. I can't believe it. I just left California on April 29th and it's May the 10th already. What the heck is going on? Welcome one and all to the party and to the show. I don't want to give any of you a downer here, but have you guys figured out your future yet? You've just lost 11 days of time since I left California. So have I, of course. I've lost 11 days of time. Have you made solid gains towards your future objectives and goals and hopes and dreams and aspirations? Like you really are going to quit that day job you hate so much, or you are going to make a change in your world that you're in? You're going to move to the town you really want to move to. You're going to do what it is you wanted to do with your life. I don't know. You want to go traveling for an extended period of time. You want to go RVing somewhere forever. You want to, I don't know. The time is now. Get with the program, kids. We are losing time. This is something we lose every day, whether we like it or not. Time. We all have one of those sand clocks, when you turn those over and the sand drips all the way down. Every one of us has one of those. Personally, we all have one of these, and we don't know how much sand we started with and how much is left. And that is the mystery of life, isn't it? One of them. So perhaps it's time to get our acts together and get what we really want out of this world we're in, because it's a one-time go around, no redos. Breaking U.S. April CPI is up 4.9% from year earlier. Core CPI up 5.5%. Let's see. S&P futures rise, NASDAQ futures rise. This might be good news. I don't know. Let me take a look at these headlines. We got Sofi 552 up 11 cents. Go Sofi. Go Sofi. The stock futures turn higher after CPI data headlines are coming out. We've got, let's see here. What else? Let's come on back here. Come on. Yes. Gold slips ahead of U.S. inflation report. And what else was being said here? There we go. Ba-bing, bada-bing, bada-boom, bada-boom. Oh, yeah. Okay. Never mind that. Just get right up to the current here. Just don't mind me. I'm just trying to get these headlines across to you accurately. U.S. CPI up 4.9. Yeah. Core is up 0.4%. So far, so good. These are breaking headlines. Waiting to see how the market reacts. Let's head over to another area I can go to just to be on top of things, if that's possible. Stock futures slip ahead of key inflation report. Inflation rose 4.9% in April from a year ago, less than expected. Breaking news. This is from CNBC. That's good. So that could be good for the markets. Okay. Well, that's so far the story. Looking for any other headlines that really get me going. I don't see anything else really making me go wow, like Christopher Walken. Wow, I've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. Let's see here. There we go. SoFi 554 up 13 cents. Whatever the inflation report is, and whatever the atmosphere of the market is, it doesn't matter. SoFi shares are going higher, and that's the bottom line. It might have something to do with the show we had for Gold Bagel members earlier this morning. It might have something to do with that. Maybe some Wall Street people were watching the show that we were having with Gold Bagel members this morning and have decided, you know what? Those guys are right over there. Those people with Uncle Bruce are on the cutting edge of what's going on in this market, and maybe we should be really paying attention to what they're talking about over there, and maybe we should join their party, and rather than just be observers, we should be participants, and we should get in on this. If you are curious what the show was all about this morning, the show I'm talking about is the sponsor member show, Gold Bagel, the Gold Bagel Trade Alert show every day at 8 o'clock Eastern time, half an hour before this show starts. I start ranting and raving over there, and a number of these Gold Bagel members were kind of going, "Yeah, you might be onto something here." And perhaps there are Gold Bagel members of this channel that I don't know about that don't talk much. They just kind of watch, and they're from Wall Street, and they too are becoming Gold Bagel members of this channel. Going, what's the old man going to talk about today? Because this guy seems to be on top of this market trend. Maybe he's a guy we should be following, and we'll just I'll call my clients after I watch Uncle Bruce, and I'll tell them what he says, but it'll put in my own words because I won't give him credit for it. It's okay. I don't need the credit. Let's just go. Let's just get these markets going. 553 on Sofi now, up 12 cents on the session. Shares are like 545 when I was ranting and raving about it. What was I talking about? Oh, well, for those of you who are not Gold Bagel members, who are regular members and non-members, what we talked about this morning was the fact that Anthony Noto, the CEO of Sofi, is in a hurry to buy shares of Sofi for his personal account. And when I mean by he's in a hurry to buy the shares, I'm talking about the fact that if you've noticed, hanging around here, but those of you who are new to me and you don't know what I do, and talk about the market in plain English, in the last 6 months, the last year even, it's almost like every few weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, sometimes shorter than that, there's a filing being done at the SEC by Mr. Anthony Noto, the CEO of Sofi. And what's he filing about? Bought more stock. I bought more Sofi shares. Where's he buying these shares from? The treasury of the company? No. The open market. He's buying the shares that you and I can trade. Now, as you know, I don't trade stock at all because I don't have a conflict of interest with you guys. Those shares that you guys have of Sofi, he's buying them when you're buying them. Whether you're buying them or not, he's buying them. So last week, in the last week, we've now found out that he bought 50,000 shares at $4 something a share, 472, 473. And then shortly thereafter, another 30,000 shares at 511. This guy is in a hurry to buy Sofi shares on the open market. Why would he do that? He's the CEO of the company. He knows everything there is that you need to know as the CEO of the company. You need to know, how's the company doing? How are deposits going? How many members are joining today? How many members did we bring in this week? How many dollars of deposit have come in this month? He knows everything. He knows every minute detail. He can get his hands on any information of the company at any time at his beck and call, and he likely has daily sessions with his key advisors, the chief financial officer, the chief all officer. I mean, every department head of note talks to this guy every day, probably multiple times in some cases. He knows everything about Sofi. He has to. It's his job. And this guy is buying the stock in 20, 30,000 share intervals, 50,000s at a time. This guy is getting a paycheck and he's buying the stock right away. He's attempting to acquire as many shares of Sofi as he can afford to acquire based on his wealth, his cash flow, his personal situation. He does have, don't feel sorry for this guy, he has a huge number of stocks under stock options. He has stock options to the company. Millions of shares. He'll probably get 10 million shares of Sofi over the next 5 years for his services. Because if he keeps growing the company the way it's growing, he's going to earn 10 million more shares. But why, if that's the case, if this guy is being handed 10 million shares of the company over the next 5 years, why on earth would he buy 30,000 shares on the open market? Why would he buy 50,000 shares? Is he trying to support the market? It's not going to do it. Last week, we were trading 100 million a day on this thing, 150 million in a couple of days. 50,000 shares isn't going to change that. No, there's only one reason why he would do this. There's only one. It's the same reason why Elon Musk was buying Tesla 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years ago. Elon Musk used to buy Tesla stock all the time on the open market. He bought them in the 20s, the 40s, the 80s, the 100s, the 120s, the 140s. The same time he was buying stock, Elon Musk, in Tesla, all the analysts were saying, more or less, overvalued, way ahead of itself. Wait until they produce a car. This so-called Model S they're making, we don't know if it's going to even have wheels that'll fall off on it. Will the company have enough money to finish the car and get enough made? And then the Model S came out, and it was a smash hit. And then the Model Y came out, the big SUV. Then they came out with the Model 3 with 500,000 advance orders. You know the story. The stock went up to $1,500 a share. Why did Elon Musk put everything he had into Tesla stock? You know why? Because he became the world's richest human being for a while, okay? What's Elon Musk been doing with Tesla stock the last 4 or 5 years, 3, 4, 5 years? He's been selling it. He's been selling the stock. Has the stock gone back to its all-time ever highs? No. Is the company more profitable now than it's ever been? Yes. Do they sell more cars now than they've ever sold before? Yes. It's a bigger corporation, and yet he's been a seller of stock. Anthony Noto, coming back to Sofi, has been buying up the stock every chance he gets in the open market. The guy could go to the board of directors if he wanted to and just say, hey, I'd like to buy $1 million worth of stock from the treasury of the company. They'd make a deal for him. They'd work something out. But no, it's a lot easier for Anthony Noto to just buy the stock on the open market like you do and just buy it and put it in his account and then declare his purchase. He has to do that. He's an insider of the company. He has to tell the SEC and the public that he now owns 6.35 million shares or 6.4 million shares of the company. Someday he'll earn more. Why would this guy be doing this in such a hodgepodge, unorganized fashion? Whenever he gets a couple $100,000, he buys some more stock. He just there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just whenever. Simple, because he doesn't know one thing that he knows for certain is going to happen, but he doesn't know one thing about the one thing he knows. Does this make sense to you? Here's the one thing he knows, all right? He knows this for a fact, all right? It's a number of things all put together. He knows the company is growing leaps and bounds. He knows the membership numbers are surging. He knows deposits are coming in the front door like freaking crazy. He knows that he's got a $2 million insurance, FDIC insurance per account holder out there, which is attracting a lot of capital. He knows he's got products being offered all over the place, from different kinds of loans, credit cards, to you name it. He knows that the company is expanding its product base. He knows he's the CEO. He knows one thing, though. Put all that together, okay? The company is almost making money now. He also knows that. He used to lose $100 million every quarter. Now he's about to start making money every quarter. He knows that. He's been trying to tell us that, through press releases and everything else. But he knows one more thing. He knows that the street, the stock market public out there, and when I talk about the street, I'm probably telling you 1 billion investors, 500 million investors, 100 million diehard investors globally, 100 million of them are about to find all this out. They're all about to find out what we know here, what Mr. Noto knows, what he's been trying to tell the world. that this bank is about to become a very profitable corporation. He knows that the bottom line is the shares of Sofi in a certain time frame are going to run up dramatically. He knows this. He's aware. That's why he's panicking, kind of panicking, buying the stock. He's trying to buy his stock as quick as he can while he can still get it from the saps that are selling it. Because there are saps who are getting crushed, who are about to become the saddest people on the planet. These are the same people that sold Tesla at $35 a share, $45 a share, $60 a share 10 years ago before the splits. Okay. These are people that sold Amazon at $20 a share, $40 a share, $50 a share, who thought they were making a killing because they had bought it at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are the people who sold Apple when Steve Jobs came in and took over again. They're the ones who sold Apple at 30, 40, 50 bucks to get the hell out of here. I'm getting my money out. I'm finally even. These are the saddest people on the planet, all right? And there are many more examples of these. Right now, they're selling stock at $5.55 a share on Sofi in the pre-market. These are going to become the saddest people, the next generation of very disappointed investors when they figure out, oh my God, I didn't know that in 24 months from May 2023 until like May 2025, I had no idea that the stock's going to $100 a share. I didn't know that. I didn't know it was going to go up almost 20 times. Why didn't I know that? Well, that's because you got a shitty broker. Oh, you don't have a broker. Oh, that's right. You don't have a broker because nobody has a broker. You're on your own out there, kids. You got to figure this out yourself. $5.57 a share right now. This stock is going to $100 a share in, I bet you, 2 years. I bet you in 2 years it's going to be 100 shares. Because in 2 years from now, we're going to have 8 successive quarterly reports coming up. And if every quarter they add 500,000 members like they've been doing, 8 times 500,000 is 4 million more members. That puts them at 9.5, 10 million members. Those are called customers in my lingo. They're not going to be breaking even or making 5 cents a share in profit. No, this company's going to be making $2, $3, $4 a share in profit. It's going to be trading at 30, 40, 50 times PE multiple. This thing starts trading at 50 times PE multiple and it makes $2 a share, $100 stock. 24 months, 100 a share. Do the math. We're at 5 now, ballpark, 558 right now. It's going to go to 100. It means it has to go up $94. All right. Divide that by 24 months, $4 a month, $1 a week. The stock is going to go up $1 a week on average over 24 months to reach $100 a share. And that's why Mr. Noto is buying every single piece of paper he can afford to buy. And that's the reason. It's the reason why CEOs do this. CEOs are the most informed people inside public corporations. They should be, and they generally are, the most informed, the most enlightened, the ones with all the insider knowledge, good and bad. And this insider, this CEO, is dropping money on the counter every freaking time he can. And he's buying 30,000 shares. This is chump change. A guy like Elon Musk was buying hundreds of thousands of shares of Tesla, but he had the money from all the wealth he had created in his past. That's why he was doing that. And he was leveraging his stock to buy even more. That's what Elon did. Elon did it his way. Jeff Bezos did it his way. Steve Jobs and all the other insiders of Apple who became multi-billionaires did it their way. The Microsoft gang did it their way. Whether they had enough shares as creators, fine. Noto didn't create Sofi. Noto was brought in to manage Sofi. This guy has been in this job now for a number of years and is going, holy crap, we are really taking off here. We are about to break out. We're at 558 now on the stock. We're about to break out. I got to get my hands on this stock right now because every single share I get now will be $100 a share in 2 years. Where else am I going to make 20 times my money buying this stuff around 5 if it's going to 100? You tell me another investment. This is the Amazon before the breakout. This is the Google before the breakout. This is the Tesla. This is the Apple. Name them all. They're all out there. All these stocks that were a couple of bucks a share, less than $10 each, all became multi-$100 stocks, if not multi-$1,000 stocks after splits. This is the next one. And he knows it. How can he not know it? He's there. He's in front of it. I see it, and I'm not even an insider of the company. I see it. My viewers of this channel who own this stock are going to become millionaires if they sit back, fold their arms, and let this stock do what it's going to do. Now, we talked about something here the other day. We talked about the fact that there's a possibility that these shares might have a reverse split, because this is on the table of discussion. This is a vote being taken by shareholders for the annual meeting that the board of directors will be given the authority, if necessary, to do a rollback on this stock. Now, why would they do that? Why would they want to do a reverse split on a company that is exploding? Simple. The shares will go higher even faster. Now, that makes no sense, you say to me. This makes no sense. How can the stock go higher faster if they do a reverse split? Well, it's simple. There's 941 million shares out there right now. And 97 million apparently are short sold. 10% of the company, 12%. If you do a 5-for-1 rollback, just as an example, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, I'm just saying if this was going to happen, you would go from 5, for every 5 shares you have now, you'd have 1. So those of you who have 500 shares, you're going to have 100 shares. If you got 5,000 shares, you're going to have 1,000 shares. You got 50,000 shares, you're going to have 10,000 shares. NOTO is going to go from 6.3 something million to 1.25 something million. That's what's going to happen. The short sellers are going to go from 97 million, roughly 100 million, to 20 million short. To cover their short positions, they're going to need to buy 20 million shares, but there aren't 940 million to get anymore. There's only 210 million to get, 235 million maybe to get. They need to buy 12% of the stock, no matter how many shares are out there, to cover their short positions. That could run the market dramatically. That could take the market double easily. We know right now, here today, together, if 97 million shares of buying came in today that was short covering buying that came into this stock would run $4 or $5 a share in one day. It's not going to happen. You're not going to get 97 million short sellers panicking to buy the stock. Even though it's at 556 right now and is moving higher, you're not going to panic them. They'll come in and they'll nibble it up, and then they'll short it again and try to up their average, and they'll try to manipulate. But if you cut back the number of shares outstanding, where you can't just buy 50 million shares in a day because they're not there anymore. We're down to 200 plus million for the whole company. All of a sudden, you got a little problem here. You've got a liquidity problem. The other thing that I think about is a lot of shareholders out there are going to end up with 275 shares, 384, 558 shares. These people are likely going to buy up loose numbers of shares to round it up to the next 100 or the next 1,000, depending on how big they are. There could be a demand for paper to round up their positions. Some folks with 13 shares and 18, they might sell out, but then again, they might not. They might just bump up to 25 shares or up to 35 shares. But I have a suspicion that folks are going to go up to that round number and going to nibble up stock, which means there's more buying than selling. Not that it's going to be millions of shares wanted and the stock will double just because people want to increase their numbers to a nice round number, but this is going to be a thing. The moment that these guys do a 5-for-1 rollback, if this were to happen, the stock would be trading at $27.50, $27.70, $27.80 a share. Those of you who have 1,000 shares right now are sitting there going, well, I'm only going to have 200 shares. Instead of 1,000, I can only write 2 contracts. That's true. You could write 2 call options, but you have another secret weapon you can use. And that is, you just sell your stock into the open market and buy deep in the money calls instead. And under the 90-10 rule, it's possible, it is possible that you could be picking up 10 or 12.50 or $15 deep in the money call options on Sofi that you're going to write options against. You may find that you go from 1,000 shares to 200 shares to 5 deep in the money calls. And now you're writing 5 contracts instead of 2 contracts. You write the 5 contracts. They might be $28 contracts. They might be $30 contracts. They might be a month forward, 2 months forward, 3 months forward. You might decide, I'm going to write 4-month forward contracts, bring in $5 a contract in cash times 5. That's $2,500. And guess what? I'm buying another deep in the money call. I've got 6 of them now. So I've gone from 1,000 shares to 200 shares to 6 deep in the money calls. And I'm writing calls now at $30 a piece. Hello. Welcome to the other side, Ray. This is looking pretty good around here. Now this every couple of months rollover you're doing here where you're buying back calls and writing new calls, you're going to be adding covered calls to your position on Sofi. It will not take long for you to get back to 10 deep in the money calls. After a 5-for-1 rollback, that's pretty brilliant in my opinion. What will the shares do after the split? I can't say. But my guess is that if NOTO thinks right now, buying the stock at $4.70 a share, $5.10 a share, that these shares are ultimately going to be $100 each without a split. Hello, 6.3 million shares in his hands right now at $10 a share. They're worth $63 million. At $100 a share, $635 million of value. He's got 10 million share bonuses that is coming his way. That's $1 billion in value. The guy is going to be sitting on 16 million shares. Maybe by the time the shares hit 100, he'll have 20 million shares. At $100, he's worth $2 billion. Is he worth what Elon Musk was worth or Bill Gates or other? No, but he's worth $2 billion. For a guy that was parachuted in and not the creator. He is not the founder of this company. He didn't invent it. He's managing it. This man is seeing the evidence in his hands coming across his computer screen on his Zoom conference calls within his managers going, oh my God, I'm sitting on a powder keg of wealth. If I can just keep managing this company and allow this company to keep growing the way it's growing, these shares are going to $100 a share. Now, if we do a 5-for-1 rollback, all right, he won't have 20 million shares. He'll have 4 million shares. But they won't be trading at $100 a share. They'll be trading at $500 a share because he did a 5-for-1 rollback. So he's going to have he's going to be worth $2 billion no matter what. But once these shares actually reach, let's say there's no split, they just go to 100 a share in the next 2 years. Guess what his next objective is? To quit and retire? No. What's his next objective? To grow the company. Where does he think the stock's going to go once it reaches 100 a share? It just went up 20 times in value in 2 years. What's the next 2 years? A 5-fold increase, easily. 500 a share would be his next target. Here's the next question, though. If the shares go to 100, 150 a share, do they do a 2-for-1 split? Do they say at that point, well, the shares have really done well. We're 150 a share. We're going to do a 2-for-1 split so they trade at 75 a share, allow more people into the stock. Everybody who has stock now has double the number of shares. All of you deep in the money call option holders, you've got double the number of deep in the money calls than you had before. You had 10, now you got 20. That could happen. But if he thinks they're going from 100 a share ultimately to $500 a share, and they do that, he'll be worth from $2 billion to $10 billion. All of a sudden, he's reaching Elon Musk territory. He's kind of getting in that area code, isn't he? $10 billion of net worth being a shareholder of the company that he took over as CEO a number of years ago. This is what this guy is sitting on right now. This is what he knows. He knows this. He just doesn't know the exact timing that the stock will take off. All right. We're all sitting here 3 weeks ago looking at the stock breaking $6 a share going, this is it. This is the moment we've been waiting for. The earnings are about to come out. The stock broke $6 a share. We're on our way to the moon, Alice. Here we go. And what happened at the same time they made their press release? Regional banks started collapsing left, right, and center. I mean, talk about timing from hell. Is that SoFi's fault? No, it's just the way the world is. Despite all of that, the shares did back off to $4.50 a share. They're now $5.50. Welcome back, Cotter. We're on our way back. $5.58 here. Is this the last time that the shares will be in the 5 neighborhood? The way NOTO is buying them, I kind of get the impression that's what he thinks. That this could be, in NOTO's mind, the last time they're down here. And I'm going to buy all I can while I can, even 50,000, even 30,000. The fact that the guy has 10 million shares of options, again, I'm approximating this because this will take time to all work itself out. But he'll have 10 million in options by the time it's all said and done. The guy's buying 30,000 shares. Why would you buy 30,000 shares? I mean, that's chump change. Yeah, well, when you think about $100 a pop, times 30,000 shares. Have any of you out there got 30,000 shares in your entire investment? You got 30,000 SoFi. You got $3 million worth of stock at $100 a share. You don't think NOTO knows that? NOTO wants another 30 million. Yeah, he's going to buy another 30,000 shares. He bought the 50,000. That's 5 million. This 80,000 he just bought is worth $8 million to him at $100 a share. You think he's going to throw that away? No, he's not stupid. He wants the 8 million too. Welcome to the party, pal, of the breakout of SoFi at any time. I just don't know, and NOTO just doesn't know. When the heck will the market figure it out? When will the stock market at large understand the powder keg that this company is? It was the same at Amazon. It was the same at Google. It was the same at Tesla. Tesla had an interesting public release. They went public at $24 a share, and there were doubters everywhere. Elon brought a Model S prototype to the New York Stock Exchange the day he went public. Here's the car. This is the car. We're building the car. We have orders for the car. We're raising money from the public to build this car that people have ordered. And it works. And there were people going, I don't know, $24 a share. It's a little expensive for this thing. I don't know if I want to buy it. And then there were people who bought the IPO at 24 and they sold it at 30. Some bought at 26 and sold at 40. Some sold a couple months later down the road at 100 and thought they were all smarty pants. Oh, I'm Mr. Smarty Pants. I bought at 24 and sold at 100. I made 4 times my money. I'm a smart guy. And it went up, and it went up, and Musk was buying the stock. He already had millions of shares, for crying out loud, and he kept buying the paper. Short sellers were attacking him every angle imaginable. There were short positions on Tesla up to here, and he crushed them all. He destroyed them. And the company kept selling cars and kept selling SUVs and Model 3s and Model Ys, and now the pickup truck and the battery plants and the plant in Shanghai and the plant in Berlin and the plant in Austin. What a loser this company is. Tesla. Those monies have been made. The stock took off. SoFi, $5.58 a share. 400,000 new members last quarter. 400,000 new members last quarter, approximately. There's over 5 million now. How many will there be in 2 years? Is it going to be 10, 12, 15 million members? Is this company going to be making $2 a share profit in 2 years from now? Will it trade at 50 times earnings? Will it trade at 20 times earnings? I don't know. If it trades at 30 times earnings times $2 a share, it's a $60 stock. If they make $4 a share and they trade at 30 times earnings, it's a $120 stock. If the street believes that in 2 years they're going to make $2 a share, but in the third year, the year after that, they're going to make $3 a share, and the year after that, they're going to make $4 a share, they're going to be sitting there going, are you prepared to pay $20 PE multiple for a $4 a share stock 2 years from now? Or are you prepared to pay $50 PE multiple, because the year after the $4, they're going to make $6. This earnings curve is going to just shoot up like this. And so the stock will be ahead of itself. That's what Tesla stock did. That's what Amazon stock did. That's what Microsoft, Cisco, Google, Oracle, name them all. They all were doing that. They were all trading ahead of themselves, but they were delivering the results behind it. That's what these guys are possibly doing here. Right now, 558. What can I say? I'm doing all I can just to let you know you're going to get rich. Like it or not, you're going to get rich if you can stick around long enough. And if you do convert these shares into deep in the money calls once they take off, even more power to you. Even if they don't do a split, the stock goes to $25 a share 3-4 months from now, 5 months from now, you might still make the move. You might decide, I'm selling my 10,000 shares and I'm going to buy 250 deep in the money calls, or 200 deep in the money calls, whatever that ratio is going to be. And now I'm going to write hundreds of contracts on top of the hundreds I've been running in the past. And I'm going to use that money to do what? Buy more deep in the money calls and write again. And you're going to become millionaires very, very quickly. There you go. You all crave for the mother of all short squeeze winners. You all want one. Everyone asks me, can you just tell me when to buy a stock that's going to go way up in price? I'd love to do this. I can't tell you to do this with GameStop. I can't tell you, because GameStop isn't opening 500 new stores this year. GameStop isn't going to triple their earnings this year. Okay, GameStop's future is reducing expenses and improving efficiencies to make money. That's what they're doing. They are doing that. That's great. Sofi is a company that's just going to grow itself into wealth, like Microsoft did, like Cisco did, like Tesla did, like Amazon did. They just grew their way into big growth. Well, that's what Sofi's doing. They're just adding members like crazy. It's probably 100,000 a week. Billions of dollars of deposits coming in every month or two, and they're just exponentially growing out. And this stock is going to reflect that. It's just a matter of time until enough of the market goes, holy crap, look at these guys. Geez, I didn't know they were growing like that. I heard about them. I know they have a stadium named after them or something, but I didn't know about this. I didn't know this was what they were going to. Well, that's the same with Amazon. People thought they were a bookseller. They sell books and CDs. Oh, they're adding clothing. Oh, great. They're going to add clothing. You get their butts handed to them by all the clothing stores. Really? Is that what happened at Amazon? Oh, they're going to sell computers now? They're selling headphones? What are they selling? Kitchen stuff? They're doing cloud computing? What the hell is Amazon doing? This is not the Amazon I remember from 1999. What's this company doing? This is completely different. Sofi. Online banking, fintech banking in every division, in every conceivable way possible. You talk to a 67-year-old person and say to them, 30 years ago, could you have imagined that you would do your own personal banking on this? And every one of us would have gone at age 37, when I was 37, and you would have told me I would trust this with all my money and my credit cards and my loans. I'd have told you you're out of your freaking mind. I have a bank manager, a loans officer at the bank over here that I go to all the time. No. That would be impossible. Fast forward to age 67, I'm going, I can't believe it's taken as long as it has. Thank you, COVID, for speeding it up, because COVID shut us in and made us go online. Sofi is a direct beneficiary of the COVID breakout. And it's not giving it back, because consumers who figured something out, those of you who had to work from home, many of you decided, I kind of like working from home. I like banking from home. I like buying my car insurance from home. I like trading my stock from home. I like the fact that I can go to the bathroom, and instead of picking up a People magazine while I do my business, I can take my little telephone in here and I can trade contracts. I like this game. This is a fun game. Also, this game of my chat table going up and down is a fun game too. Tons of fun, isn't it? Welcome to the future. Marty, you're here. You've landed. Your flux capacitor has brought you to the future. And if you're 67 years old, you sit back sometimes like I do and go, I can't believe what has happened to this world in the last 10 years. I can't believe the changes. If you're 27 years old, you're going, isn't this normal? Isn't this the way it always is? 8-second attention span, advertising, video games everywhere. Everything changes all the time. This is great. We 27-year-olds, we love this. This is a great world for us because there's just action all the time. We old timers are going around going, holy crap, is stuff happening fast. And then there are the investors. You are futurists. You are trying to figure out what the future is going to be because you're investing in the future. Well, here's one, Sofi. Welcome to the future. It has arrived. It's on your front door. Embrace it or be left behind, I guess, is the way to go. Anyone selling here at 558, you are out of your gourds. You're misinformed. You've heard the wrong stories. You're being hoodwinked by someone who's getting you to sell. I don't know why people want to sell out of Sofi at 558 a share. Knowing what we actually know officially, let alone what we can speculate what's coming in the next 6 months to 24 months. $1 a week, 24 months in a row makes this a $100 stock. 20 cents a day movement. Break it down any way you want. There might be days where it goes up $3 a day, and you go, "Oh, that's $3, 3 weeks of movement in one day." Yeah, you could. That can happen. Sure, from 12 to 15, 3 weeks of movement. We'll find out. Just stick around and enjoy the party, pal. Welcome to the channel, everybody. I'm glad you're here. It's the old man who's ranting away, trying to explain to you in plain English what the hell is going on. It looks to me like the Dow is up 160 points. The inflation report came out, and it wasn't as bad as thought, better than expected, whatever the terminology they're using out there. Great. It's a 163-point gain on the Dow, and my computer might be 20 minutes behind. I don't even know if that's real. You'll have to let me know if it's any better than that. S&P up 32, NASDAQ up 120. We're up half a point on the Dow, half a percentage point, 3/4 of a point on S&P, and we're up almost 1% on NASDAQ, 0.90. Oil down 14 cents a barrel to 73.52, 73.56, kind of in that neighborhood. Not much going on oil. Here's a headline. It's just coming across here. Social Security benefits lose 36% of buying power since 2000, a study says. So if you were living off of Social Security in 2000, 23 years ago, you are 36% poorer now because your government, your leaders that you voted for to protect you, that you believed in, which, in 2000, who was leading the country? I think it was a Republican, if I'm not, doesn't matter. Your leaders did not give you pay raises for your Social Security benefits, and it cost you now 36% loss in standard of living. So if you were one of those people out there who are sitting back going, "Bruce, I got nothing to worry about. It's all good here. I like you, Bruce, and I enjoy your little rants, and you get all excited and all that. I love the entertainment. But Bruce, I'm not going to write options on my contracts, on my stocks, or on my deep into money calls. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do what your followers are doing. I'm just going to sit back and let the government of the United States or the government of Canada or the government of the United Kingdom or Germany or wherever I live, they're going to take good care of me because I've worked very hard for 35, 40, 45 years of my life. And my country is there and they've got my back. And me and my wife are going to live a long, healthy retirement because the Social Security that I've paid into all my life, and my mom and my dad and my aunts and uncles and cousins, it's there for me. It's all good. Well, here's a headline that might kind of make you think, maybe not. Maybe it's not so good after all. And by the by, have you heard that there was a meeting, a get-together yesterday? Did you hear about the clown show? There was a clown show yesterday at the White House with the congressional leaders, Senate and congressional leaders and the president to talk about the debt ceiling plan And they surprisingly couldn't come up with an agreement. Isn't that odd? They couldn't come up with a deal to pay the bills of the United States of America because, according to the pundits out there, these so-called experts, it seems that somebody in that meeting would like to cut expenses to balance the budget. This is like all of a sudden our party has decided that it is time to balance the budget right now, right away. There's no more delays to this policy because since we're not in power, we might as well have a balanced budget right now and let you guys tell us what the budget cuts will be, because God knows we aren't going to do it because that could cost us votes. We'll wait until we're in power and then we won't make those cuts. But right now you're in power, so you have to make the cuts. What are the cuts being proposed? Someone came up, said something like, if the cuts were made to try to balance the budget, Social Security would be cut by 40%, something like that. You'd have a 40% cut in Social Security across the board. There are only 66 million Americans who get Social Security. 66 million. I think I want to quote Bill Murray in the movie Ghostbusters. Lenny, you will have saved the lives of millions of registered voters. 66 million registered voters receive Social Security. And a ton of these folks are of a certain party that is proposing that they take a 40% pay cut. I don't know how this guy doesn't have his nose sliced off the front of his face, because he is basically telling his own backers that I want you to take a haircut for the national good. I would love to see him go out on the stumping grounds to political rallies to try to sell this one. Maybe you should start at senior centers. Go to senior centers and tell all those seniors who have been paying into the system for 30, 40, 50 years that they're all going to get a big fat cut. 22% cut to veterans benefits. There you go. How about that one? This is going to be fun. President of the United States sitting back just in his chair looking at these morons going, what a clown show. What a freak. I can't wait for the election is what Joe Biden is going. He can't wait to start campaigning. I mean, the issues just keep falling in his lap. The abortion issue, oh my God, have the Republicans blown that one out the door. Now this burning of books and banning of books, and now the Social Security thing, the veteran benefits thing. Oh, just light it up. Make your base so excited. The Republicans' base is narrowing and narrowing and narrowing. You get 10% of the popular vote is going to be a shock if you get to that point, the way this is going, because you've managed to upset every single interest group you've got. You've blown them out the door, and they don't stop. They just keep right on going. It's just mind-numbing. And I'm not even an American. I'm a Canadian, and I don't understand all the little things going on down in the States, but I'm looking at this going, are you kidding me? This is insanity. And yet they just sit there and, did you notice something else about the clown show? Little things, just little things. I believe there was one minority in the 4 of the 5. There was one person who was a minority. Any women? No women. Not a single woman among these guys. Were any of these people in their 30s or 40s? That represent the majority of the population of the United States of America, like 40 and under? Nope. They're ancients. McConnell, ancient. McCarthy, 60-something. Schumer, 70s. I don't even know the name of the other guy. I don't even know his name. Oh, my God. Minority leader of the Congress. Wow. Just wow. Leaders at work. It's amazing how certain countries around the world These leaders never leave. They never quit. They never give up. They only quit and let go of power when they're carried out in a body bag, whether they're dictators, communist officials, leaders of parties. They never, ever leave. And the voters are at fault. It's all on the voters. You can only look at yourself. You keep voting the same morons in, you're going to keep getting the same moronic policies every single time. That's all it is. It's as simple as that. There's no way else to do it. Sometimes change is good. Sometimes it's not. I guess Britain has had 3 prime ministers in 3 years. Is that good? They've had, 7 or 8 prime ministers in 10 years. Is it been good over there? Maybe, maybe not. But certain countries, they never change. You look at these G10 meetings, they have that photo op, or the G20 or whatever, and they have the same leaders, all leaders lined up for their photo op. And then you look at the photos from 10 years ago and you go, well, who's still here now? And there's the guy from China, and there's Putin, he's still here, and there's that military leader of that country, and there's the dictator from that one. They're still here. They're still here. And these guys are telling 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds and 40-year-olds what to think, what to do, how to do what you do, and your morals. These guys. And somehow they stay in power. It's really amazing, isn't it? It's really. Anyway, you don't have to worry about that if you become a millionaire, because you can live anywhere you want, travel anywhere you want, and be anywhere you want if you have enough dough. So buy Sofi, become a multimillionaire, and don't worry about it. There you go. There's your answer. I've taken care of all your problems for you. You're welcome. I got the halo behind me. Would you not trust a guy with a halo behind him? I'm an angel. I'm your angel of happiness. So, hey, you got to trust me. I mean, come on. Who's your buddy? I am. I'm your buddy. Anyway, there you go. Welcome to the party, pal. Nice to have you here. What a show. What a day. What a world in which we live. It's so much fun. Thank you for being here. 557, 558 on Sofi in the pre-market. Up 16 cents. The Dow's up 175. S&P up 34. NASDAQ up 127. You're going to get richer, and you better get ready to enjoy it and to handle it. There you go. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Alberto, rolling my Tesla calls into some super strength as well. Uncle, I have allowed time depreciation to work for me. Premiums are delicious. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Well done, Alberto. You have learned well, my friend. You have learned very well how this works for you. I love it. Not a lurker anymore. Bruce, 110 thumbs ups right here. You're already at 110 thumbs up. You haven't even been begging for them yet. Thank you, guys. I see 115 here. Couldn't ask for more, but then I'd like to ask for more. I would really like it if you could help me get to 200 thumbs ups on the show today. That would be really nice to be able to hit 200 thumbs ups while I'm on the air. Thank you again, all of you out there who hit the thumbs ups button for us. You do it on the air, or you do it as rerunners. Yesterday's show, we went off the air at 195 thumbs ups, and I see we now have 235 of them. Thank you for coming through. 244 the day before that. Hit that thumbs up button and help us out. Let's build this momentum of the show and let others in on the fun. I love it. The more thumbs ups, the more YouTube promotes the channel. The more they promote the channel, the more option writers are created. The more option writers are created, the more powerful this channel becomes. The more powerful this channel becomes, they start listening to us. And maybe it's something we could use. Just a little bit of that. I name it. It doesn't hurt my personal success. I'll grant you that. I admit it. I absolutely out and out admit it. If more people become members of this channel, more people buy classes on how to write stock options because of this channel, Jen and I can continue our lifestyle, and I can continue to be broadcasting to you right here, live, Monday to Friday, 8 o'clock for Gold Bagel members for the Alert Show, and 8:30 for the world at large. Thank you all so very much for helping us out. Anyway, there it is. Good morning, says Matthew. Number 115 thumbs up. I'm thinking of doing poor man cover calls on Sofi. I'll look at option chain for the 90-10. Marcus, number 125. Alberto, folks, let's go. Flint, Alberta, when are we meeting up? Dude, let's make some money. How are we looking today? Splair, that's why I make ads for Uncle Bruce. Thank you so much, Splair, and all of you for your support of this channel. Those of you who share the show with friends, those of you who send links out to my channel, those of you who do any kind of tweeting out there, you send out tweets and you do Facebook postings and you let the world know that you should watch this guy. There's something here. I thank you all. I only have so many hours in a day, and I've only have so much endurance in the day to do what I do, and I have to, get the most out of the out of the chassis I've got. This old man is getting tired, and these moves are taking a toll. However, Jen and I are doing great. We're very happy right now. We're here in Calgary. We're alive. We're well. The apartment is still full of boxes, but not as many as yesterday or the day before. Slowly but surely, we are moving in and settling in. And I thank you all very much for your patience in, again, getting this all done. Thank you all so much. Splair, will you be on the Primetime show with us tonight? Yes, Primetime Live will be here. Splair is JR is asking Splair if he's going to be around. I will be around at 8 o'clock Eastern time tonight for the Primetime show. JR, I know, is going to be here. We'll see how many others of the Gold Bagel members will show, because it's only for Gold Bagel members. If you become a Gold Bagel member of this channel, you are given exclusive access to the Wednesday night Primetime show, which is 8 o'clock Eastern tonight. And we might be moving that forward a little bit starting next week. We'll announce that later this evening if you're at the show. Love to have you come by. Does Larry have those bells warming up? I suspect he does. I thought it was going to be moved to 6 p.m. Not yet. It's 8 tonight. Maybe next week. Stand by. We'll let you know. Thank you all for coming through here and hanging around with us. It's just great to spend time with you guys. And I'm excited for the future for you folks. Some of you folks here, a pretty good number of you folks, are going to be very well rewarded for your patient investing in Sofi. Among other former SPACs, Sofi definitely is about to deliver the bacon to you. And I'm excited for you because, man, this is going to be, it's going to be unbelievable. Alberto, Uncle, you are the reason why so many of us are looking at early retirement. Get the classes, folks. Your lives will change if you follow his teachings. Thank you, Alberto, for that. You've been such a loyal follower of mine. I really appreciate it. There are 15 classes available on my website. If you would like to learn how the markets work, and in particular, how you can write stock options and make some nice serious money into your account. There's the website. It's stockmarketswithbruce.ca. That stands for Canada. It's not .com. It's .ca. Head over there, and you'll find out that you'll find the homepage with my mug on it. You can't miss it. There. That's me. That's me. Go to the class section that says classes on the upper right there. Head over there and you will begin to see the listing of all the classes available. Lesson number 1, number 2. These lessons are anywhere from 1.5 to 2 hours long each. They were done live to viewers when they were originally broadcast. Most of those students are here right now. You're reading them. You're reading their commentary. And there are 15 classes here to show you all kinds of ways to trade options, how to do rollovers, how to not overpay when you buy a contract, how not to sell a contract for too low a price when you write a contract. It's all there. And if you would like a little more help than just taking a class or along with the classes, here you go. You can do this right here. You can have a private consultation with me. It's $400 for an hour. I'm available on weekends, but I can also do one-on-ones during the week. You need to just send me a private email. You need to send me an email and say, Bruce, buddy, listen, man, I'm following you. I would really like to have a one-on-one. Can we do a one-on-one on Thursday at whatever? The best day for me is Friday. I can do one on Saturdays or I can do one on Sundays. Let me know when you'd like to have a one-on-one. I'll try to find a way to fit you in somehow. We'll work it out, and I will send you a link so that we're on camera together. So I'm over here, you're over here, and we're seeing each other, talking to each other. We will cover a whole lot of territory in a real hurry. You'll find that within 15 minutes, you're going to go, I just gave this guy $400 to talk to him for an hour. And in 15 minutes, I figured out $5,000 worth of upside already. This is a deal. I can help you get to your end game a lot quicker if we do it one-on-one. Of course, here on the show, you can always send me a comment, but there's only so much I can do with an occasional comment that is limited to so many characters. These one-on-ones they're worth their weight in gold. And so those of you who've had one-on-ones, you know. Those of you who haven't are about to find out. So anyway, the classes are available. The one-on-ones are available. Thank you for joining me. Larry Titus, thank you so much for nailing the bells. We are up and we are running and we're ready to go. Giddy up. You got to love it. Anyway, there you have it. There you have it. There you have it. Welcome one, welcome all. Let's get going. Let's get richer and let's make some money. Let's find out what this market looks like. I am showing, I believe, a gain on the Dow right now. No surprise there. We've got, there we go. We've got the markets coming up here. I think we're ahead here. Just 1 second, get rid of those right there and hit this over there. There we go. We're up 200 on the Dow. Giddy up. Nice start to the session. We've got a 35-point gain on the S&P 500, and we're up 135 points on NASDAQ. That means NASDAQ is up 1.1% right now. S&P up 0.85, and the Dow is up 0.61. Oil down 41 cents a barrel to 73.30. No surprise on oil. JR, the bells. BP, I'm just playing devil's advocate on Sofi. Why do you think they're so much better than everybody else? Haven't got time to get into that, but NOTO is buying the stock. I don't see insiders of PayPal, eToro, Wise, Atom, or anyone else buying stock of their own companies like NOTO is buying stock of his. That's all it needs to be said. That's all you need to know. How many shares are all the other insiders buying of their companies versus how many shares NOTO is buying of his? That's the end of the story right there. Fun times. Alberto, I don't want to retire early. Why give up trading from the easy chair following the non-lamp continuous sales? Laughing out loud. Bobby, Santos arrested on federal criminal charge. Oh my gosh. Deuce, dude, did NOTO get an additional 20 million shares this morning for free? I like the guy, but damn. Mike, please remind me which class covers the 90-10 rule. A number of them do. A number of them. I think number 8, some of you will know this answer. Help out Mike out there if you can. Bobby, I guess the line caught up with him on Santos, or not Santos, or on Santos. Okay, whatever. JJ, familiarize yourself with Sofi. Read Anthony Noto's bio. That might help you as well. Yeah, wherever he goes, he's successful. And now he's putting his own money on the table to buy up Sofi. Sofi 550 right now, up 9. GameStop is up 27 cents this morning at 20.51. Unity's up 26. AI is up a penny. The Dow's up 188 to 189. Tesla's up 443 to 173.58. Apple up 222. Google up 172. Moderna down 46 cents. 3, 4, 5 minutes into the market, Cisco up 42 cents. Pfizer up 12. IBM up 115. We've got HPQ up 20, Microsoft up 267, ME up 1.5, Matterport up 14 cents, Rocket Lab down 4.5, SmartRent up 14 cents, Spire no change, Amazon up 237, Home Depot up 216, Vanik up 150, Netflix up 340, Adobe up 8 points, $8. Goldman up $1.40, Boeing down 71 cents after a huge gain yesterday, Facebook up 250. We got Royal Caribbean up 22 cents at 77.18. We have Target up 158, JP Morgan up 88, Costco up 232, Walmart up $1, Disney up 48 cents, Nvidia up 326. American Airlines down a penny, had a good run lately, 1446 right now. DraftKings up 15 cents to 24.53. There you go. Airbnb having a bad day, down $15 at 111.86. Earnings are not coming in as expected. Remember, this is a former Wall Street darling IPO stock that came out and was supposed to be the greatest thing of all time, and yada, 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 yada. We'll watch for that. Dow Jones up 167 points right now. All righty. What else is going on here? Yeah, Alberto, Beach Boy, retiring will not be our trading sheet. Give up 30,000 a month, working 10 minutes a day a month. Let's get this dinero right now. I like this game. IR Aaron, Mike, class number 11 covers 90-10. Mike, thank you. I knew you'd get the answer, Mike, from somebody. Check out, all the classes from like 7 to 15. There's a lot of poor man cover call strategies in there, but you decide yourself which ones you want to watch. JR, lessons 8 and 11 are poor man cover call classes, and 15 covers advanced poor man cover call strategies. Thank you, JR. Option Nomads, number 148, thumbs up, Bruce. BW, they're going to send the markets up on a 0.1% beat, yet inflation hasn't miraculously gone away. Isn't it amazing, BW, how that goes? The attitude of the markets. It's all about the future anticipation is what we got going here. And when Sofi runs to $25 a share and is on its way to 50, it's all about the future anticipation of going to 100 to 200 to 500 a share. There you go. It would be nice if you have the stock when this stock does that. And that's why you want to be in early, not late. Giddy up, everybody, and welcome to the show. All of you who are here, thank you for your commentary and being part of this channel today. We have now 150 thumbs ups and counting. They keep coming in. Thank you all. We need 50 more to hit the magical 200 number, which is just the number I pick. Love to go beyond that. If you can help us out with thumbs ups, that would be beautiful. Thank you to those of you out there who are members of this channel. Whether you're a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member or a Gold Bagel member, I thank you so much. You are the backbone of this channel. Thank you for letting the world know how long you've been a member of this channel. I love those green bars that you slap up there from time to time to let the world know how long you've been a member. Thank you for automatically renewing your membership every month. Thank you for physically, manually renewing your membership every month. Thank you to those who are becoming new members and those of you becoming subscribers of this channel. And of course, thumbs uppers, thank you, all of you, for helping out with these thumbs ups. It is truly appreciated and makes a difference. It really does. Thank you all. Nice to have you here, everybody. It's good to see you. Let's get richer. Why not? The options players are handing money hand over fist to the option writers. You might as well be one of those and take the dough. I don't know what the heck is wrong with that. Nothing, I don't think. Nothing. SoFi is up 8 cents. GameStop is up 33. We've got Matterport up 14 cents this morning at $2.82 a share right now. We've got 23andMe up 4.5 cents here. What else is going on here? 13-cent gain on Smart Rent this morning as well. Apple up 164, Goldman up 16, Cisco up 28, Tesla's up 380, Arc Innovations up 65 cents, pardon me. Microsoft, 249 gain on Microsoft. Pfizer up a penny, HPQ up 7, Google's up 169, Amazon up 260, Nvidia up 203, and Unity up 37 cents. Giddy up, everybody. Nice to have you here as this market begins an up leg to start the session. We did pop with a 200-point gain. We're now up to 65 or 52 or so. See what's going on here. First term, U.S. House Republican George Santos arrested on criminal charges. Oh, boy, wouldn't that be nice to see other people get arrested on criminal charges rather than just lowly congressmen? When will that ever happen? I don't ever see that. It's kind of interesting. Odd, isn't it? How some get arrested and others don't. Hmm. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Okay, there you have it. Thank you all. Zeta State, I am number 152, Bruce. 48 to go. We got 200. Thank you. Larry Titus, there's 223 people watching. We only need 50 more to get to 200. Why are you guys not giving them thumbs ups? What's wrong with you guys? Because you know what it is? You remember that movie Back to the Future? You remember Strickland? You guys are slackers. That's why you're slackers. There's 230 people watching, and you're not hitting the thumbs up. You're slack. Don't be a slacker. Your dad was a slacker. Your grandmother was a slacker. Don't be a slacker like your granddad. Come on now. Come on now. Come on in there. Deuce Caboose, Matterport. Nice earnings, not earth-shattering, but I think they stemmed the bleeding. Deuce Caboose picked up some Mexican dinner from the family last night. While waiting, a 55-year-old guy and his wife were talking about Sofi. My ears perked up as nobody talks about Sofi in Indiana. The word is spreading. Isn't that interesting? Nico, come on, guys. Hit the thumbs up button for Uncle Bruce. Thank you. Beach Boy has put up a donation here, 15 shekels. Thank you, man. Not backbone, more like sore thumb here. Well, thank you, my friend. Whatever excuse you're using to make a donation to this channel, I'm with you all the way. Thank you, my man. It's great to acknowledge that. Thank you, all of you. 167 thumbs up. The slackers are coming in. Here come the slackers. Strickland got to you. That's what happened, didn't it? I mentioned Strickland, and you guys go, "Oh shoot, I don't want to be a slacker." Here come the thumbs ups. 167. We need 33 more to get to 200. Thank you, slackers. Don't let Strickland catch you with that little brown paper bag and that little bottle in there. He'll confiscate it and drink it himself. Be careful. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Zeta State, Uncle Bruce, I have been doing cash secured puts for some time with Sofi. My latest is 10 contracts of Sofi. I sold puts with a $6 strike. These expire May 19. I sold for 45 cents. I got $450 cash, which I used to buy more Sofi. How about that? I let Sofi buy me more Sofi. Deuce Caboose, I told the guy, I wasn't listening to this conversation, but Sofi is like Christmas in our family. He thinks Sofi is the bank of the future and the bank for his kids and grandkids. Wise old guy. Isn't that interesting? How that, when that begins to happen, when you begin to hear this unsolicited talk about Sofi like that, you're on the edge of the breakout. It's about to come out. It's about to happen. And that's why NOTO is buying the stock. He knows there's a certain point in time when you hit 5 million followers, you have 5 million members or whatever that number is. I keep forgetting the actual number. You're adding 400,000 members every quarter. Hello. Yeah, it's about to go. It's about to go nuts. So congratulations, everybody. And I love hearing this stuff. The Dow now is negative 26 points. The S&P is up 13. The Nasdaq's up 87. Still shooting gains over there. Down 73 on oil right now. All right, there it is. Fun times at the OK Corral. Interesting what happened in Pakistan yesterday. For those of you who are kind of curious about what happens elsewhere in the world, the former president or former prime minister of Pakistan was arrested yesterday as he showed up for court by the military. And now apparently 1,000 other people underneath this guy have also been arrested. It looks to me like a coup is underway to solidify the existing prime minister and his gang. There's a whole lot of nonsense over there. It would be comical, except for the fact that that country sits on nuclear weapons. It would be funny otherwise, but it's not that funny. It's kind of scary what's going on over there. Deuce, if you gather 50 people in a room and shout Sofi, one will know what you're talking about. They have 2% of the U.S. population as members. When does 50% of the crowd know? Uchi, that gets me excited. There you go. When that happens, my friend, there is no turning back. The train will leave the station and will be at 100 miles an hour in 100 yards. It'll be gone, long gone. And there will be no chance to get in at 5 anymore, at 4, at 6, or 7. It's gone. At the moment, 553, up 12 cents on SoFi. So far available. How much longer? I do not know. 3.9 million traded. There are actually 3.9 million sellers. 3.9 million shares have been sold today and bought. But someone's actually selling this stuff. You got to wonder, what's wrong with you guys? Crazy. Well, what can I do? I do what I can. I do the best I can. I let the world know what's going on. And hey, folks, if you're here, there's 229 people watching right now, of which only a few are slackers, according to Strickland. The slackers have come in with 173 thumbs up. Thank you. 223 people here are hearing the fact that SoFi could be on its way to $100 a share in the next 24 months. That's what 231 people know. 239 million people don't know that. And there's their situation. How many of those need to know what SoFi is going to be doing before they get into the game as well? And that's it. When enough of them know, we're on our way. You'll know when that happens. You'll see it yourself. You'll go, oh, look at it go. That's what's going to happen. BP, bro, Uncle Bruce, I understand NOTO is buying, but so is PayPal CEO Don Schulman, $2 million, Revolut CEO, etc. Is it just that they're buying a cheap stock or propping it up? Sorry, just wondering the differentials. If NOTO is buying 80,000 shares over a week, and this stock trades 20 to 40 to 50 million shares on a typical day, he's not propping up anything. 80,000 shares out of millions a day. We had 150 million trade every day for a couple of days last week, 150 million every day. So NOTO is not holding up the stock. These other guys, they're nibbling up their stock too. But then again, we're not talking about necessarily, in PayPal's case, we're certainly not talking about a $5 stock. We're talking about a stock near its all-time lows, within $1.25 of the cheapest price it's ever traded at. And the insider is buying it up quickly in chunks as he gets the money. As he gets paid, he buys more stock. He gets paid, he buys more stock. I don't know what more you need to know. That's a desperate buying acquisition thing going on here. This guy is desperately trying to get as many shares as quickly as he can before he can't get them anymore down here. It's that simple. That's how I see it. It's just that simple. He doesn't need to support the market. He's just trying to get the market. I like this move. I want SoFi to go below 450 before it goes up, says manager. Yeah, I know what you want, but I'm sorry. Your 330,000 shares are going to be worth $33 million, whether you like it or not. You're just going to become a very wealthy person, and nothing I can do about it. BW, that $1 million FDIC coverage sure didn't help the smaller banks imploding last month. $2 million for FDIC insurance for SoFi for SoFi depositors is working. Uncle Bruce, I sold 2 Tesla cash secured puts. These are 155 strikes. I sold for $312. I made $622. I used the $620 to purchase 2 shares of Tesla. By the way, I could buy back for 51 cents right now. Well, you know what you could do is you could buy those back for 51, turn around and write 2 new cash secured puts at a higher price. Do it again. Why are you waiting? You've made such a nice return. Why don't you take in another $3, $4, $5 a contract? BP, okay, thanks. I'm sorry. My job is to think critically. It's okay. It's all good. No, I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I'm not frustrated. I love it. I love it when you guys are thinking. I'm thinking. You're thinking. We're scheming here. We're in on it. 554 on SoFi. Hey, yeah. This is the channel of critical thinkers. BP, and I can't help it with financials. It's all good. Yeah, it's all good. We're down 81 on the Dow. We were up 200 to start the morning, and we're down 81 now. Something gave up. Something shifted. Travelers and Chevron are under pressure right now. Interesting. Down $1 on oil, 72.70 on oil. Interesting. We're only up 7 on S&P. We're up 82 on NASDAQ. Option writers, always be writing and always be looking at your option chains. It is so much fun. JR, 2 million insurance while the rest of the banking community is in a panic. Sounds to me like SoFi is pretty confident in their position. I would say. Beach Boy, Got some Sofi with some cash secured powder. I like this game. There you go. That's a good game. It's a great little game. Let the option traders, gamblers, give you money to buy stock you believe in. I like that. Yeah, use other people's money to get richer. Does that sound familiar? How people use other people's money to get richer? It's happening on Wall Street for decades and generations. Why not you get in on this thing? They're handing it to you. They want to give you the money. Why aren't you taking it? Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. GameStop's up 36 cents. Unity up 29. AI up 17. SoFi 553 up 12. We're up 420 on Tesla. $1.07 gain on Apple. Google up 186. Moderna down 57. Cisco down 2. Pfizer down 19 cents. IBM up 35 cents. We've got HBQ down 24. Microsoft up 160. Looks like we have some gains on some of our former SPACs. ME is up 3.5. Matterport up 18.5 cents. Rocket Lab up 9.9, almost 10 cents a share to 404. SmartRent up 19 cents to 280 a share. Spire unchanged. Amazon up 184 right now. Home Depot down 11. Vanik up 74. Netflix up $2. Adobe up 6. Goldman Sachs down 250. Boeing down 95. Facebook up 146. What else do we see here? Target is down 19. JP Morgan down 7 cents. Costco down $1.46. Walmart down 57 cents. Disney down 8 cents, coming back up. Looks like it anyway. And NVIDIA up 249. American Airlines down 11. There you go, everybody. Fun times at the OK Corral here. Deuce Caboose, did you guys see JP Morgan is offering 4.2% interest on bank accounts? Sounds great until you read the fine print. You need $100,000 to get that interest rate. Beach Boy, Zed, good one. Well done on selling 2 Tesla cash secured puts. Well done, my friend. See, the thing too, Zed, is if you buy back your Tesla puts, right, higher priced Tesla puts, you might be able to get enough money together to buy, to do another cash secured put. You see, there's always that. I don't know if you can do that. Otherwise, you just buy the stock. But obviously, you need enough dough to be able to buy 100 shares. So it's not a cheap proposition. But hey, everything helps. Build it up. Let's go. Alex, good morning, all. That bounce didn't last long this morning. I was thinking about rollovers for a hot minute. Back to sitting on my hands. There you go. Well, let's see how it goes. Like I say, Microsoft here is at 308.98, got up to 310.34. It's up 198 still on the session, but it has had a good run lately. Might be topping up for a tad. We'll see. Down 86 on the Dow now. Up 7 on S&P, up 82 on NASDAQ, down $1 on oil. That is the latest info there. 550 on SoFi, up 9 cents. Been positive pretty well all morning. Pretty well. We'll see how this works out. Welcome, everybody, to the party. Nice to have you here. Thumbs up now. 180. The slackers have come through for me. If you're watching this show and you haven't hit the thumbs up button yet, but you think you will or you always do, don't be a slacker. Strickland is watching. He's prowling the hallways. He's handing out those little pink slips. Don't get caught by Strickland this morning and get a pink slip. You don't want one of those. Get that thumbs up in there right now and avoid that man. Didn't he ever have hair? I mean, was he always bald? I mean, in the 50s, the guy didn't have hair. What's with Strickland? Man, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, interesting. BW, that was supposed to be $2 million FDIC insurance. Sure did help. Stupid autocorrect. Cindy, Matterport is having a little run. Matterport is having a little old run. Well, how about that? Isn't that fun? Fun. Till Daddy took the T-bird away. Go Matterport, go. We're up 21 cents on Matterport. 289.4. Nice. And they top revenue estimates. Nice. First quarter results came out on Matterport as of, I guess, last night. Total revenue, $38 million, up 33% year over year, above the high end of guidance. First quarter subscription revenue reached a record $19.8 million, above the high end of a guidance range. The GAAP loss per share of 18 cents and non-GAAP loss of 7 cents a share, 3 cents better than the midpoint of guidance. They have a strong balance sheet with $456 million in cash, in investments in cash, no debt. Oh man, these guys can be around forever. Company raises 2023 guidance driven by strong consumer adoption and continued focus on operating efficiencies. We're off to a great start in 2023 with first quarter revenue of $38 million, $2 million above the high end of our guidance range, along with strong outperformance on the bottom line, says R.J. Pittman, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Matterport. We set new records across key metrics, with spaces under management reaching 9.9 million by the end of the quarter, more than double the number of spaces we managed at the start of 2021. And we just crossed the 10 million milestone last month. Our subscriber base has expanded to 771,000, buoyed by strong enterprise adoption and improving subscriber growth rates in small and medium businesses in the quarter. Subscription revenue reached $19.8 million, a new record that brings our annual recurring revenue up to $79.4 million. The strength in our business and our continued focus on operating efficiency also resulted in bottom line performance well above our guidance range for the quarter. As a result, we are raising our full year financial guidance for 2023. I don't know what more people need to know to not want to buy this stock. Very good stuff. Total subscribers increased to 771,000, up 37% year over year. Spaces under management increased to 9.9 million, up 36% year over year. Total revenue, $38 million, up 33% year over year. Subscription revenue up 16% year over year. Annualized recurring revenue was $79.4 million. Services revenue, $8.7, up 119% year over year. Net loss, 18 cents a share for the quarter. That's only 6 cents a month per share. They are quickly bringing it on here. The net loss on non-GAAP was 7 cents a share. That's 2 1/3 cents a month. That's all it is. These guys are about to go profitable. Get ready. Get ready. He made all kinds of other announcements here. All kinds of neat stuff going on here. All right. Go, man, go. Go, Matterport. Take it higher. 289.44, up 21.4 cents a share to the 8% gain right now on your Matterport. Thank you very much, Matterport. Don't stop here. We have 184 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for being part of this gang here. We are down 17 on the down, nothing much. AI up 22, Unity up 15, GameStop up 33, Sofi up 7, Tesla up 352, Apple up 109, right here, right now. Zeta State saying to Beach Boy, nice little win using cash secured puts. It's like eating a bagel. It's like the shares I purchased with cash secured puts. Incomes is free. Bobby Atkinson, sorry for the caps. Copy pasted Twitter. It's all fine, Bobby. Deuce Caboose, Spire tonight. The little engine that should have a pretty decent report. They have done well adding new accounts. Exactly. Matterport and Sofi have nice growth during a really crappy time. What does it look like during normal times? Exactly. Of course, if real estate is in distress, which of course it is, you're going to have a situation where Matterport is needed. You want to move property, you better market it. And one way to market property is to Matterport it. You can market it internationally in a 3D format. This is why Matterport is surging. Their business is growing dramatically. 400 plus million in cash, no debt. Hello. What else do you need to know? Matterport's future is insured, is assured. MTTR, Matterport. Let's going to take a look at how many shares are outstanding on Matterport. 291 million shares exist on Matterport. They have $1.60 in cash per share in the house. Cash, $1.60 a share. It's $2.87 on the open market. The business is worth $1.20. I don't think so. I think the potential of this business is $5 a share to $10 a share. This should be a $12 stock. Should be. It will become a $12 stock and more sooner or later. But at the moment, there are other dominating things in the market that people are watching at the moment. That's just the way it is. I think the Dow just went green. I really do. I think it just went green. It's up 26 points on the Dow. We're up 20 on S&P and up 119 on NASDAQ. Maybe somebody just heard about Matterport and the market just went optimistically green. Or maybe they find out about Sofi and they're going, whoa, I should buy this stuff. Tesla's up 385, Apple up 143, Sofi up 9, GameStop up 39, Unity up 25, AI up 27 cents. We're green everywhere here. I use Matterport every day. It is amazing, says Zed Estate. He knows. This is a realtor. Don't mess with these guys. They know what they're talking about. Yeah, Matterport, 290. Right now, 290. High of the day, 293. Interesting. 290 a share. The low of all time, 220. You want to buy Matterport, you're paying 70 cents more than its all-time low, and they have 450 million cash in the bank. Yeah, they're not going down. They're going up. There you go. Very good. Very good, Matterport. Keep up the great work. We love it. 554 on Sofi. We're now up 13 cents. High today, 559. Going higher on Sofi now. A 42-point gain on the Dow. Going up again. 21 on S&P. NASDAQ up 125. Interesting. Zed Estate, GameStop, 2060. We still want it to go down further. What do we want it to do? Does it matter? It fluctuates. You benefit. You write out of the money calls. They depreciate. Sometimes the stock goes down. You appreciate faster. Sometimes the stock goes up. You do rollovers. Just go with the stock. Just go with it. You don't have to guess. You go with it. You got to love it. Deuce Caboose, press release. ATIP adds 2 more locations in Dallas, Texas. I'll give it to ATIP. They're going to go out in a flame of glory or somehow survive. They aren't stopping growing. Apparently, they shut down 9 centers, I think it was, but they added 4 in the last quarter, and now they're adding up, obviously, a couple more here. They've also arranged financing through their number one shareholder, which is a huge hedge fund. To just keep right on going. They are reducing costs, increasing per daily visits per location. They figured out ways to enhance efficiencies. They're actually on the growth curve here. I think ATIP is going to survive quite nicely. I think ATIP will be a company that will continue to open up new clinics nationally, and there will come a point in time where they will come out and say, we make money now. We're a money-making company. I kind of wonder if the day will come where a large healthcare provider organization will want to team up with these guys to offer physiotherapy through 500 more centers under some kind of a partnership, licensing something. There's something brewing here eventually that will come out. I don't know who. I don't know when. I don't know how. But why is it that the largest shareholder of this company backs this company up with capital when needed to keep it listed, functioning, rolling, expanding, whatever? There's something in it, and there's something serious here that is going to happen. It's only a matter of time. I don't know what day. I don't know what moment. It's at 24.5 cents a share. It is a bargain, no doubt about it. They will do a stock rollback. Yes, they will. They have to maintain listing. They'll maintain listing. Cyxtera, something will brew there. $700 million in cash coming in the front door. Yeah, they're going to be around a while. We'll just wait this out. We'll be around. We're not going anywhere. We'll be around. We're up 54 on the Dow right now. Sofi 552 up 12 cents. Very interesting. Mandu number 5. Bruce, 185 thumbs up. So you're only 15 away from 200 this morning. You're going to make it. Beach Boy, probably better to wait for a dip, but for an example now, Matterport, January $2.50 puts go for about 50 cents. Good or bad idea? Should I write puts on Matterport at 250? You might want to write puts at the $3 level or higher. You might want to write puts out to January. You might want to write 3s or 3.5s or 4s. And if the stock only goes up 50, 70 cents, you still make money, plus the premium depreciation. But, 2.5s, I love the idea that you have to buy the stock at $2. I like that. Not a bad return on your $2 investment there, or $2.50 investment to make 50 cents. I like that. Deuce caboose. Their biggest asset is the fact that they have over 900 locations on ATIP. It takes a ton of work to put that portfolio together. A takeover would be fine with me, and I'm out. I just don't see it happening at the moment. I don't see the takeover being done yet. I think this company is solidified down the road a year or two at way higher prices per share, because when that turnaround happens and they become profitable, the stock just goes, because there's nothing against it to hold it back. We'll see. Bobby Atkinson, ATIP, also taking about 50, talking about a 50-for-1 stock reverse split. Well, we're talking about 10-to-1, 20-to-1, maybe 50-to-1. It's possible, but it's cheap, 24 cents a share. You buy I don't know, 5,000 shares, you got 100 shares at 50-to-1, you're talking $12.50 stock, you're going to write $15 contracts. Bingo. We'll see how it goes. Time will tell.
You playing bingo?
We're playing bingo. Bingo. How you doing there, Auntie Jen?
Oh, it's cold in your room.
It's nice and cool. Got that window open.
Close it a bit. You okay?
No, I'm good for now.
Okay.
Yeah, letting in the cool air. You're gonna have to close the door though when you leave, because
It'll slide.
it cools off really quickly because the air flows through when the door's open.
Yeah.
When the door's closed, it's not as cold, but it's good. It's all good. This morning we're talking about Sofi. Right. Why is it that Anthony Noto is buying up shares? Kind of like, to me,
crazy man.
Yeah, to me, it's like he gets a check for his work, check or two, and he just buys stock right away. So the last two purchases, there was 50,000 purchased at 472, then 30,000 purchased like a few days later at 511. It's like he's buying 30,000 shares. The guy has options for millions of shares.
Is he already the main shareholder?
I don't know if he's a single dominant, but he's got 6.3 million out of 900 plus million. I think there are hedge funds and others that have more. Okay. But as an individual, he might be one of the largest. But this guy's CEO of the company. Yeah. And every chance he gets, he buys up whatever he can afford to buy up. That to me is a guy who knows something. He knows, well, he has to know everything. Of course, he knows everything about the company. He's the CEO, right? So he knows that. He's the guy who knows everything about the company. But to me, I think what we're dealing with here is a guy who's sitting there going, 2 years from now, we're not breaking even. We're about to turn the corner on that already. Exactly. It's possible that in 2 years, the company's already making $2 a share. Right. And if they're making $2 a share and trading at 50 times earnings,
investing in the future.
50 times earnings, $100 stock. So in 2 years, he's thinking we could be trading at $100 a share in 2 years.
And he's getting a dividend.
Well, I don't see dividends coming up 2 years, but I can see the stock going to 500 a share after it gets to 100 2 years after that. But what I think is, his mind is something like 24 months from now, we're at 100. Right now, we're at 5. That means we have to gain $95 a share in the next 24 months.
If that's going to happen,
that's $4 a month of gain, $1 a week.
Right.
On average.
Yeah.
Now, it could be
you have
that
your
with
bumps, you have your dips.
It could be that within a year and a half, the stock is at 50. And then in the last 6 months, it goes up the other 50 and it gets to 100. So it could be that it gains $1 or $2 a month for the next 6 months, 8 months, and it gets to 2025. And we turn over all the shareholders, because what's going to happen between 5 and 25 a share is every single shareholder of Sofi, no matter how long they've been in the deal, will all be up money for the first time.
Right. That's
Every one of them, no matter if you bought at 4 and it went to 6, or 8, it went to 12,
Yeah.
or you bought at 15 and it finally went to 20, or
Yeah,
you bought at 24 and it finally went to 25. Every single shareholder, by the time it gets to 25, will have made money on the stock, and there will be a massive turnover between here and there. Once you break that 25 level and you've turned
Yeah.
it all over, you have no downside anymore. You have no more sellers who are down money.
Right.
Everybody now is making money.
Yeah.
And now the question of greed comes in.
Yeah.
NOTO is not selling any stock at 25. He's the CEO of the company.
Yeah.
The guy's going to end up with 20 million, 30 million shares.
Yeah.
He knows at $100 a share, 20 million shares, $2 billion.
Yeah.
He's going to be worth $2
What
billion.
you call retirement.
That's why he's
Yeah.
buying the stock now
Yeah.
at-
Oh yeah.
in 30,000 share chunks, 50,000 share chunks.
Do you think they also think that somewhere down the road they'll be taken out by one of the big guys?
It's always a possibility.
It's always possible.
But it's going to require regulatory approval
Yeah.
because this is a chartered bank.
Right.
If
Yeah.
a chartered bank wants to buy a chartered bank, you need regulator approval, and you have to prove to the regulator that you're not cornering the market. You're not.
Yeah.
You're not
You know,
stifling competition and all this stuff.
Mhm.
So there's all of that to think about.
Yeah.
But yeah, is the company a potential takeover target? Yes. What's most likely? What's most likely to me? Someone like a Ryan Cohen, something like a Google,
Mhm.
an Amazon might come in and buy up 8 to 10% of the company.
Right.
Something or someone like a Carl
Do a
Icahn
nice little.
will buy up a big chunk.
Vertical
Someone like
integration there.
someone like the Oracle of Omaha.
Yeah. Buffet.
Buffett might come in and just say, "I'm buying up the
Warren
stock.
Buffet.
I'm a long-term investor. I'm going to buy up 10% of this company, and that's that's the limit I'm allowed.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I have to do a takeover.
Right.
I'm going to buy 9.9% of the company, and I'm an investor long-term." Once that is realized, we're not at 540 a share. We're at 100 to 150
Yeah.
a share by the time that is fully understood and
I
realized.
guess people have other thoughts right now about banks.
Yeah. That's right. And the good news is that the regional banking thing is way down in the issue list now. That's
Yes,
fading
yes.
off. And
Always
now
less than that.
SoFi is rising. We're at 551. We're up today. So that's what's happening there. Matterport came out with their earnings last night.
Oh yeah.
400 and something million in cash,
Okay.
no debt.
Okay.
They earned more revenue than their guidance.
Good.
They raised their guidance for 2023 again.
Okay.
The stock is up 20 something cents a share at one point this morning. Nice to see that.
Good news, and nobody cares.
Well, it's up. It's not like, raising to all-time record highs. We're at 277 a share. We are talking a company worth $1.60 in cash, trading at 277.
I know.
The
I know.
business they're into is the leader of the world in
Yeah.
3D imaging. The leader,
I know.
and it's 277. This is a joke.
Every hotel suite, every real estate.
Every
I
cruise
know.
ship is going to be
Every cruise
Matterported.
ship, yeah.
Every resort is going to be Matterported. The future of this company is so massive, is so globally unbelievable that anyone
Very
with a
encompassing.
5-year timeline should be putting everything they got into this, and SoFi. They should be into these. But then again, I've talked about all my 8 former SPACs,
Yeah.
and they all have such incredible upside. What can I tell you?
What can you say?
I do all I can.
Is Beach Boy on this morning?
Beach Boy is on this morning.
How is he?
Beach Boy seems very good. He seems very happy today.
There's bombing and
He's talking about
stuff going on.
well, there's stuff going on. He's talking about how he's looking at cash secured puts on other things, and he's
Okay.
very happy with how it's going. And I'm very pleased.
Optimistic.
I'm optimistic too. I'm very
I know.
pleased, and I'm very excited.
Sooner or later, the bear turns into a bull, just like the bull turns into a bear.
There's that.
That's how she works.
We also have something else happening today. We have 193 thumbs ups while I'm on the air. We have now equaled yesterday's thumbs up total.
Do you think it's the red shirt? It's the red shirt.
You know what's funny is I'm looking at
It is the red shirt.
I'm looking at the screen,
Does
and it
look
looks orange.
Yeah.
And this is bright red.
Well, it's an orangey red. It's not a.
It's
not
this.
It's a warm red, not a cold red.
It's the lamp. It's this ring lamp.
There's no lamp.
The ring lamp. That's what it is.
There really
Weird.
is no lamp.
There's no lamp. 197 thumbs ups now. 197. Thank you, everybody. Bringing it in here. We're going to hit 200 thumbs ups. This is awesome sauce stuff, man. This is awesome. When I look at it live on my StreamYard feed, it looks more red than orange. But on my YouTube channel, it looks orange, not red.
Maybe it's your screen. I don't know.
Maybe you're the problem, Bruce. Maybe Bruce is the problem. Yeah. Let's see here. Uncle Bruce, are we on for a one-on-one tomorrow? Weekend is also possible. Auntie Jen willing, of course. I thought we were on today. Maybe you want to send me a private email on this because I thought we were on today. But we could be on tomorrow, or you let me know because I'm not sure when we're on. If anybody out there wants a one-on-one, send me a private email and tell me what you want to do. We'll figure out a time.
Carve it in stone.
We'll figure out when to get together. Sell My House Fast in Upper Marlboro says, it's good that they didn't make Jamie Dimon and Chase prove that they aren't trying to control the industry. They might get over 10% of the American deposits. Oh, wait, that did happen. That did happen.
Oh, but Jamie,
Brian,
he's a savior.
Yeah, Brian Buffet. Oh, Auntie Jen. Moon Man Moo. Will there be prime time tonight? Yes, 8 o'clock Eastern time tonight. It might be the last time we're on at 8 o'clock Eastern time tonight. Wait for the announcement tonight on the show to find out what next week's time will be. Richard Carlin. Yes, it's a cliffhanger. Richard Carlin, 8 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Nick DeMaurier on 193. Brian, you will hit 200 thumbs ups just for Shania Twain, man. I feel like a woman. Ooh, yeah, she did play last night, didn't she?
She plays again tonight.
We think so. She's in town here. It's not Shania. It's Shania is in town here. JR, lamp? What lamp? Asks JR.
There's no lamp.
Karim, what lamp are you talking about? JR, it's looking orange over here. Yeah, you look orange today, Bruce. You look very orange today. I
Hopefully it's the shirt and not your face.
Yeah, maybe it's maybe it isn't the kidney after all that's causing the problem, or the liver. It's not a liver issue. It's a I don't know what liver. I don't know what.
Spectrum.
I don't know. I tell you, I don't know. I do the best I can. Oh my God, we are now at 203 thumbs ups. You know what it was? You know what turned it around? It was one of my viewers was saying there's 233 people here. And there's only 160 thumbs ups.
There you go.
And then I quoted the line I mentioned from Back to the Future.
Okay.
The fact that, we've started the show and you guys haven't put up your thumbs ups. You're wandering the hallways and Strickland is handing out these little pink sheets.
Do you have a hall pass?
Do you want to be a slacker? Was your dad a slacker? Your grandfather a slacker? Are you going to be a slacker your whole life? And all of a sudden, when I brought up Strickland, here came the thumbs ups. Oh, they just came in. These 230 people who are watching going, oh, shoot. I haven't given him a thumbs up. I don't want to be a slacker. Don't catch me with that pink slip, slacker. I want to be a slacker.
Yeah.
So, thank you, everybody, so much for coming through here. Brian says, Shania, she played last night and tonight. And then comes back in November.
Yes.
Remember Garth Brooks was in Alberta a few years ago. He put on like 6 sold-out shows in Edmonton.
We might like our country and Western here.
If Garth Brooks were to announce that he was performing here in Calgary at the Saddle Dome.
That's one of the reasons we're building a new arena.
Yeah.
It's Garth Brooks.
That and others. The problem with our arena, the Saddle Dome, where the Calgary Flames play hockey, is that building was built in 1983 for the 88 Olympics.
The brown M&Ms.
The problem with the building is it has one of these curved, suspended roofs. It's not a truss-supported roof. It can't hold enough weight for all of these stage shows that are put on now. So Garth Brooks, with his equipment, can't come into the Saddle Dome in Calgary. It can't hold the weight. So, among other things, the Flames themselves need a newer arena with more corporate suites for more money. The city of Calgary, the province of Alberta, have announced with the Flames a new arena to be built here. 20,000 capacity with a truss-supported roof that will allow acts like Garth
Garth
Brooks
Brooks.
and others to come to town. So you'll have 20,000 screaming fans for a Garth Brooks concert or whoever is coming in.
30,000,
But if
40,000, 50,000, 60,000.
if Garth were to announce an announced show in Calgary, he
I
would
don't
say,
even know if he's still traveling.
I don't know, but if he were to say, we're coming to Calgary for a week, we're going to do one show every night for a week, sold out in 5 minutes. So there'd be 100,000
There'd be
tickets
people who would go
gone.
every night.
Every night they'd go to that show. Every night,
You
7
want a
nights
good
in a
one,
row.
you come out here. I think it's July 1st, but it might be the August 1st. It's July 1st. Is a thing called Country Thunder.
Ooh.
And you go camping and
The Woodstock of country.
the Woodstock of country. That's
Country
right.
Thunder.
And
Yeah.
it's great. It's a weekend and they have, I don't know, 25 different acts.
The problem is
and
windstorms and hailstorms
Hail. It's
and,
hail,
and
yeah.
stages
It's that
collapsing
time of year.
in nasty weather.
Yeah.
You got to do this indoors, folks. And
No,
so,
you gotta be outdoors.
yeah, right.
Makes
You
it
got to
more
do it indoors. Alex, how much one-on-one, Bruce? How much a one-on-one? I'm thinking it's time for us to get together. 400 US, 400 US for a one-on-one. TJ, good morning, Bruce. Nice spray tan. Thank you. Thank you for the. Thank you, TJ. I love you too. Right back at you, TJ. Oh yeah, you.
Nice
Steve.
spray tan. They don't know when you're sleeping. I duct tape your mouth shut and then just spray.
I hear that funny sound in my sleep. I don't know what's going on. Oh my gosh.
It's not the water mattress. It's the spray tan.
It's a spray tan. 209 thumbs ups. Thank
Look
you,
at that.
slackers, for coming in here, keeping yourselves away from Strickland. Don't let Strickland
Don't
catch you
Strickland
without
catch
a thumbs up in your hand, or you are in big trouble. You don't want that. Don't be known as a slacker in his eyes. No, no, no.
Slacker your whole life.
Didn't that guy ever have hair? Man,
That's right.
I love that documentary. It's kind of a documentary on Garth Brooks. It was on Netflix. It was a two-parter, but it was more where he was narrating his
Yeah.
life story and
It's
sharing.
very Ken Burns like.
Yeah.
It was him narrating.
It was
Yeah.
he was the narrator of his
Yeah.
life. Loved it.
It was very
Loved
good,
it,
yeah.
especially talking about his youth and his early days playing guitar in
His
a
first time in
honky-tonk bars.
Nashville. And
The first time going to Nashville and coming right back home to Oklahoma, and then making it and all the pain and what you have to pay to make it, and then the behind the scenes of where he had taken the 15 years off or 10 years off, and he was coming back, and the first set of concerts at Chicago's Soldier Field.
Yeah.
I think it was Soldier Field. 70,000 tickets were being offered at Soldier Field, and they had the option to add shows if they wanted to. And he was nervous that he wouldn't sell out the first show coming back.
And then he did New York Central
So
Park.
then he hit the button. The guy said, just hit this button, Mr. Brooks. This will release tickets
Hit the button.
to the waiting people who are waiting out there. As soon as he hit the button, the tickets are available for purchase. And then he went, okay, here we go. And he hit the button. And then 2 minutes later, 70,000 gone. Second show, 2 minutes later, 70,000 gone. Hit the button. Third show, 5 minutes later, 70,000 gone. They did 6 back-to-back sellouts.
Yeah.
Then they did it in Houston. And then ultimately New York came calling and said, how about a Central Park show? 1 million plus viewers in Central Park. I think it might have been 2 million.
It was insanity.
Unbelievable. Country music in Central Park.
All
Are
these
you
people
out
showed
of
up
your
in
mind?
Cowboy hats and boots. Where'd they
Cowboy
have
hat
those?
guys in Central Park. I mean, really? Yeah, 2 million viewers
Where were they storing those?
on what was it, on the A&E network or something like that?
I
Or
don't know.
no, HBO. It was on HBO.
Yeah.
Central
I'm sure you can
Park,
find it.
New York, and it was
Is it
free admission.
Two-parter?
Free admission.
Yeah.
Come show for
Well,
up
Central Park.
Central
Yeah.
Park.
That's how it works. Yeah.
They were hoping for 200,000 people. 2
So,
million.
I like this modern art you have going.
Yeah,
behind
this
you.
is a problem. They don't see that on the air.
No?
That was
Show
the
them
eraser.
modern art.
So I did a video yesterday, as you probably noticed, and I had to rub off the stuff. And look at this.
It's modern art.
That
Glenn.
that is supposed to be removed.
sell that to the
That's supposed to be
National
dry
Gallery.
ink. I can't get it off.
Oh.
I can't. No, I don't know
Really?
what I don't know what to use to get that off of there. It's on there like a permanent
Little
stain.
elbow grease, maybe.
I tried that. I tried that. Yeah, that was the first thing I did. Elbow
Okay.
grease. So we're
Something
gonna have
else
to
we need.
work on that.
We need help from the community on what we do here.
Oh, what do we need to do?
Do we start posting to Instagram? Do we get an air horn? Do we get like an Airbnb pellet gun? That we have a park outside and people take their dogs there. We call it the pee park.
Jen wants to know if we should start a brand new YouTube channel, the third YouTube channel, because people are walking their dogs in this park out here and they're not picking up the poop of their doggies.
Yeah.
And so she's thinking, get the air horn and go, attention, attention, dog walker.
I have a bullhorn, but I'm thinking like,
We see you. Pick up your
Pick it
poop.
up.
You're on camera. And we broadcast that on a YouTube channel and on Instagram.
Apparently there is a hashtag, pick up your poop.
Pick up your poo. Hey, if we can't make it work on this channel, I can't make it work on Shopping with Bruce. Maybe we can go viral with
Instagram.
With
Pick up your poo.
dog poop.
Most of them are so good, but this is a large black lab. Like, pick it up. And it's so funny because the guy, we've seen him now, I've seen him 3 times, and he's dressed completely in black. You know how dogs and their owners look alike?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe he's got like a punk dog that just doesn't care. Just doesn't care, man.
Don't give it.
Societal rules.
Oh yeah, you're not telling me how to live my life.
Telling me what
I
to
don't want
do.
government in my life, but you keep your hands off my Medicare. Nick
keep your
DeMaurier,
hands off my
be
food.
nice to Uncle Bruce. He must be the most tanned person in Canada right now.
Probably.
Lame duck. I remember when I sat down with a financial guy back in 2015, Lame duck says.
Okay.
My son told him I should put my money in Tesla. The advisor said I had plenty of time to invest in it in the future. My son was 17 at the time.
See.
Bobby Atkinson, he lost his hair because Maverick kept buzzing the tower. Lame duck. It worked out okay. I'm riding on Tesla, AMD, and GameStop, says Lame duck. There you go, JR. Use rubbing alcohol on it. It'll come off right away unless it is permanent ink. It wasn't. Flint Creek, sweet orange essential oil will take it off. Tankstra, scribble, dry, erase marker all over it and wipe it off. Flint Creek, if you use orange oil, follow with alcohol to take the oil up, says Flint Creek. Bobby, clean the whole board with WD-40. JJ, dog license requirements, anti-gent. JR, I've got a neighbor who won't leash his dogs. When they walk, the dog goes duty on my lawn. It's okay to trespass to pick up the poo. Oh, man.
He's just got to sit out there with his phone, let the guy know.
Just have a little air horn out there when the dog shows up, and a little water squirter.
When the dog starts to squat,
just as he squats,
turn on the sprinkler.
the sphincter will go up like that. Dog won't take a poop for a week. It'll be great.
Turn on the sprinkler.
JJ, contact your municipality. Relicensed black lab dogs. Tiff, Uncle Bruce, have you tried removing the ink with fire? Get the flamethrower out.
No, it tastes like burning.
Tastes like burning. Oh my goodness. Mandu, good morning. Auntie Jen,
Good
says
morning,
Mandu. Oh,
Yeah,
my.
Simpsons
Tastes like burning.
Tastes like burning.
212 thumbs ups and counting. Thank you all so much.
I keep wandering to the window to see if he's there.
Is he out there? It's not our park. We're across the street
And
from
we're
an
close
open
to it.
area that is next
If
to
we're
a
close to it, it's
historical
our
building. Then there's this open grass area. People suntan here when it's sunny out, and they play frisbees. And what
And
they
the dogs
don't
go there
know,
to
and
eat.
what they might not know, or what they might not appreciate, is the fact that all day long,
All day long.
people with leashed dogs are walking through this area. They're letting their dogs take a dump, and they're not picking it up.
So we have lots of round circles where the grass
The
is
grass
burned.
is dead. It's burned because the dogs piss.
So we call it the pea
They're
park.
using this as a toilet. It's their
It's their
human toilet.
nature break.
It's their nature break. It's the dog's nature break. JR, I need a motion sensor for my sprinklers. That's right.
That's right.
Richard, Gramps used to use a BB gun on these pups' butts. Beach Boy, just use the hammer. Just use the hammer. Send Auntie Jen out there with her new hip going, get out of here. I should send her out with that cane she doesn't use anymore. Pretend she has a bad hip, and then turn it around and really let the
owner. The owner. I wouldn't go after
these labs. Let these vicious labs get vicious Jen. This should be a battle royale. What a channel this would be. Can you imagine the views? The views. Oh, look at that dog tear that old woman to shreds. Oh, look at that old woman tear that dog to shreds. I never knew a dog could bend like that. Oh my God, Matthew.
It's not the dog. It's just like it's not the kid.
Oh,
it's the owner.
It's the owner.
Parent.
She's going after the owners. The call I wrote on Unity is going to get zapped tomorrow. I'm blind and bald. He's 83%, says Matthew. Zach, 212 thumbs ups. Good morning, everybody. For 212 thumbs ups, the door is being slammed because the wind is coming in. Oh my God, we have 214 thumbs ups. Thank you all so very, very, very much. Here's a thumbs up. Can you see that? There you go. It's like a thumbs up right at, can you see that? Can you make it out? Can you make smell the thumb? Oh my God. Oh, there you go. How does this channel not go viral? I don't understand it. I don't know. JR, light him up with the cane. That video would go viral. Old woman strikes Labrador with cane for pooping in the. No. Karen D, you kids get off my lawn. Aurora, good morning. 214. Good morning.
We had one of those outside of our daughter's elementary school. This man would come out at anytime kids were walking to or from school. His lawn was perfection. I swear he used like cuticle scissors. It was perfect.
It was like the Masters, the green at the Masters.
Yeah. It was beautiful. And he would be out on his lawn yelling at kids, don't step on my lawn. Like even like half an inch of a foot.
Off the sidewalk. Don't be stepping on my lawn.
Get on the sidewalk.
Oh.
He was known throughout the school. He was the grass man. Because it was elementary school.
Brian wants to know, Uncle Bruce, when are we going to Pete's? Sun will be out and shining again this weekend. We got to go to Pete's, get a Pete's burger.
Go to Pete's.
That'd be a good idea. We should catch up at one of those picnic tables beside Pete's Burgers on 16th Ave. That's what we should do. Yeah, that would be a great idea. Sunday. Oh, yeah. Love that idea.
Well, he wouldn't be able to see me.
Why not?
Because Sunday I have a date with my daughter. It might be Mother's Day.
Might not be this Sunday.
Well, he can still see you.
Can still see me. Can't see Auntie Jen.
Can't see Auntie Jen.
Oh, man. Oh,
Jen and Jen Jr. are hitting the town.
Oh, they're going to. We
got a dirty martini with my name on it.
Beach Boy, is this a stock market channel? Shut up, Beach Boy. Jeez. Start giving me a hard time.
I know. I have to go and have my coffee anyway.
That's it.
Stay safe, Beach Boy.
We're actually done the show. We've been on 2 hours, 4 minutes. We're past the running time of the show.
What time is it?
It's 8:34 around here. 10:34 Eastern.
Half an hour.
You've been yapping away for half an hour.
This is what happens when you fix your hip, and now you can stand.
Now you can. She's just standing here. There's no seat to sit on in this room yet. Uncle Bruce was caught. He forgot about Mother's Day. Yeah, Bruce is in trouble. Yeah. Mommy said she's not my mother. Okay, she ain't my mom. All right.
Yeah, but it's your fault. Yeah, I'm a mom.
Yeah, I made her the mom. I should be the one rewarded for this. I should be the one being. I should be the one being taken out by the daughter, going, "Thank you, Dad, so much for impregnating your girlfriend, your hot wife, to allow me to live this life." That's what should be going on, but that's not happening. No, it's my fault. I'm the one in trouble.
It's not your fault.
You
had the first step in it.
Yeah.
You stepped in it.
Yeah, he stepped in it. All right. Uncle Bruce's face.
Goodbye,
Uncle Bruce's face was like
Home Alone.
Home Alone. Oh no. Oh,
Goodbye.
goodbye, Auntie Jen. Oh man, well, I'm going to use that one also, says Nico. That's right. I'm the hero here. I'm the good guy. No. Mother's Day. It's all about the mother. Well, she's not my mother, okay? She's your. I look at my kid and go, "She's your mother. You take her out." I'm supposed to take her out? Why? Because I impregnated her? What? What is this all about? Oh, Jr., you have to acknowledge the fact that you made her a mother. A sympathy card? That guy. Definitely using this one as well. Richard, Uncle Bruce did more than step in it. Deuce, Sofi has tried 560 twice today. Get the guns out and rip through it. Come on, let's go. Sell my house fast. I have 2 signs on my lawn with pictures of dog poo inside a circle with a line through it. No dog poo on my yard. M. Grant, we had a bunch of grass guys at my school too. Different grass though. I laugh out loud. Beach Boy. Thanks, Auntie Jen. It's definitely getting fun around here. BP is Xterra Technologies going bankrupt? No. Deuce Caboose might need a knee charge when the old man leading the way. Might need to do a knee emoji attack. Oh my gosh. Are we having fun or what? Oh, what a session. Thank you so much for 217 thumbs ups. You guys are awesome. Absolutely awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. If any of you would like a one-on-one, send me an email and let me know. We'll try to fit you in whenever we can. All right. We'll go from there. Thank you all so much for your support of this channel today. Let's see if we can get you guys any richer. Sofi is doing its part. It's up 12 cents to 5.52. It's trying. It's been up there to 5.59 a couple of times, maybe 5.60. It'll go higher. Don't worry about that. It will go higher. Thank you, Matthew. Have a good day, folks. Enjoy the rest of your day. Brian, I think the whole market's going to be delisted. This will be a dark day in our history. There you go. Richard Carlin, neat, has been started. The knee attacks are underway. Look out, everybody. Here come the Knights of Knee and the attack of the knee emojis. Thank you all for being part of this knee attack and the thumbs up brigade and being members and being subscribers and being lurkers. Thank you all so much for following and hanging out with us today. Nico is here. Neat. Thank you all so much. Appreciate it. It's been another fun day, another fun session. We'll just keep right on going, kids. And let's see if we can get you guys a lot richer than you are now. Thank you, one and all. Keep the faith, keep the drive alive, and let's see how things work out. Beach Boy, what are we doing? When are we doing this? I thought it was today. Am I missing something here? Send me an email, buddy. Mandu, neat, JR, neat, Aurora, neat. Here they come. Thank you all. TJ, thank you. Keep the spray tans going, kids. Do the best you can with what you got. Deuce Caboose. Neat, BP. I am getting headlines. Xterra pursues sale. Could file for bankruptcy. I don't think so. Karen. Neat. Oh my goodness. Fun times at the OK Corral, folks. Thank you so much. I'll catch you tonight. 8 o'clock Eastern time. If you're a Gold Bagel member, join me tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern, for tonight's primetime live show with Uncle Bruce. Otherwise, I'll see all of you tomorrow morning, either at 8 o'clock or 8:30. Let's get this party started. The Big E is here. Neat. Matthew, neat. BP Market Watch is where I'm seeing this. Well, there you have it. You never know. There's always stuff going on. There's all kinds of speculation going on. We'll follow the market, see what's going on, and we'll do the best we can with staying on top of it. Thank you all so much for your support. Don't be going nowhere. We'll see what's going on going forward. All right, kids, there it is. That's it. I got to go. We'll talk to you tonight and tomorrow yet again. Alex, thank you. And D.H. Ruda. Neat. All right, guys. See you later. Bye for now.